we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans. The Trojans will kick it away to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Colorado's offense will start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lewis to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Looking to get it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Touchdown, Colorado! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. So the USC Trojans offense has the ball for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Fox. Just goes right through the wicket, brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here comes the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Now on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Hayden. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Miller. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really
breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. With the catch, it's Miller. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for a reason.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem.
There he goes. Touchdown, Bucs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback, and you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. From midfield, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on a shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take it?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Handoff to the lone back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Lewis wants to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Hayden. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. Heading to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up the safety.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play. Now deep in the opponent's territory, the defense has just been dominant on this drive.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass, winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. At the 30. Past the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Can't get him to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's what...
Turning it on! He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. The Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Lewis to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Well, that changed things a bit after the penalty. It's 3rd and 3. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Makes the grab. Will not be able to turn the corner. He was fighting for that yardage, and he is stopped short. The Trojans backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Handoff to the single running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big running play. Gets it out to the 20 before he steps out of bounds. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Sims.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Scanning the field, it's Fox. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Lewis wants to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Looking for room, it's Jackson. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be dragged down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The give from the gun. Running into the open space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels. Does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Lewis to throw. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give to the back. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, well, he is hard to bring down.
The Buffaloes line it up with a first and goal. Here we go. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the a touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Beck's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Jackson.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Just let your guy make a play, right? And if I may, that one went off without a hitch.
Nice job. And I tell you what, you could tell they were honoring the deep ball a little bit, just enough where you could sit that thing down, created enough space as the receiver. QB throws a strike, 1st down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort on the back end for this defense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fears the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one is perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 21 to Miami. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Lewis wants to pass. Makes a catch down the right side. Touchdown, Colorado! A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them. And the quarterback caught up 2 and 7.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Gets the back moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buffs! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to throw, it's Fox. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The inside handoff. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker.
Offense facing 4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
Let's go.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Running to Green. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are